Hi, hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Karina and today I'm going to talk to you all about Holidayathon. So Holidayathon is a week-long readathon that I'll be hosting alongside Amanda and Clint, and we're going to take a week in December to have some reading sprints, tackle a bingo board, and even watch a holiday movie together. So this readathon is going to be taking place from Monday, December 15th through Monday, December 22nd. This is going to be a week with some reading sprints, a movie watch-along, and a bingo board. And you know I love a bingo board, so this is right up my alley. On December 15th, we are going to be kicking things off with some reading sprints over on Clint's channel starting at 11 a.m. EST. The second round of reading sprints will be to close out the readathon here on my channel on December 22nd at 5 p.m. EST. On December 20th at 3 p.m. EST, we're going to be watching Our Little Secret together over on the Fiction Falls Discord. So I'm going to link that down below so that you guys can join and watch the movie along with us. So that is a little rundown of the events that we have planned for the week. We're going to go ahead and jump into the bingo board. So we have a 3x3 board filled with bookish and non-bookish prompts. For the reading prompts, I do have a recommendation or two that I can give. I'm also going to tell you a book on my TBR that I might possibly pick up for this readathon. I'm honestly obsessed with this bingo board. It is just so cute and really embodies the theme that we're going for, which is to celebrate the holiday season with our Holidayathon readathon. But the first prompt on the board is to listen to a holiday song. Holiday music is going to be prime and playing on repeat during this week, so I have confidence that you can check this one off very easily. The next prompt on the board is our first reading prompt, and that is to read a book with snow or ice on the cover. I do have two recommendations I can give. The first one I want to recommend is Set the Record Straight by Hannah Bonham Young. I absolutely adored this. This is a sapphic childhood friends to adult lovers romance, and I just adored it with my whole heart. My previous recommendation was also 5 stars, and this recommendation is a 5-star favorite. The book I'm talking about is Quicksilver by Callie Hart. There is a snowflake on this new cover, so I had to recommend it. I did. And plus, Brimstone's coming out soon, so it just makes sense. If you haven't read it, now's the time. The single snowflake counts. Plus there's like icicles, there's like, yeah, this counts. If you haven't read this yet, you should definitely pick it up. Why not during this week? Why not? Okay, so the book on my TBR that I'm hoping to pick up for this prompt is Where He Left Me by Nicole Bart. This has some snow on the roof and also on the trees, and it's a new release and I'm so excited for it. This is about a woman who is staying in a remote mountain home and her husband goes missing. So this is definitely a high contender on my list of books that I could pick up for this prompt. The last prompt on this top row is to read a book with BIPOC rep. So I'm going to recommend 2 authors that I absolutely adore and have loved. The first one being Miss Kennedy Ryan. If you are all caught up on her Skyline series and need to check out her backlist, I'm going to recommend her Grip series. I feel like this one isn't as hyped or popular, but this packs a heavy emotional punch. So if you're in the mood to cry, definitely recommend this. It does start off with Flow, which is a novella, so this is going to be a quick read. If you're trying to reach that Goodreads goal, highly recommend this one. The second author I'm going to recommend is Miss Christina C. Jones. The specific book I'm recommending from Miss Christina C. Jones is Hostile Takeover. 5-star read. My gosh, that was amazing. It's a billionaire marriage of convenience. Definitely check it out because I don't see anyone talking about it. The book from my TBR that I'm hoping to pick up for this prompt is King of Ashes by S.A. Cosby. Another author that I can recommend, Razorblade Tears and Blacktop Wasteland, both amazing reads. He does not shy away from brutality, so keep that in mind. But this one I've had since it came out and I need to read it. I'm not sure what it's about. It says a son returning home, a dangerous debt, secrets about to ignite, and a family about to be consumed by flames. So this one is very high on my list to pick up, absolutely. So the first prompt in our second row is a blind pick. This specifically pays homage to Hanukkah, and the idea behind this one is to select 8 books and pick one at random, some way, somehow. Now, if you want to stack 8 books in a row and close your eyes and pick one, you can do that. Personally, I'm probably going to use a spinner wheel because it's just easier. Okay, it's just easier. I'm going to put 8 books on a spinner wheel and read whatever one gets selected. a lot of different ways that you can accomplish this. You know, you can get creative, but the idea is to have this book chosen by chance from 8 different options. This is the only prompt that is specific in that way, but I can't wait to see how this prompt gets fulfilled on your board. So next is our free spot, so you don't even need to read anything. You can just go ahead and check that off. So the last prompt in this second row is to watch a holiday movie. And we are going to be watching Our Little Secret together on that Saturday, but you don't necessarily have to use that movie to fulfill this prompt. As long as you watch a holiday movie during this week, you can go ahead and check this one off. Starting off the third row, we have a cozy activity. This one is open to your interpretation, whatever you deem as a cozy activity, whether it's baking, whether it's coloring, whether it's diamond painting, whatever you think is a cozy activity, you can use to check this one off. So the next prompt is our last reading prompt on the board, and that is to read a holiday book. This one is open to your interpretation again. It doesn't even need to be a winter holiday, so whatever you're in the mood for, as long as it hits a holiday, you can check it off. Now, I do have a few recommendations for this one, of course. So the first recommendation I have for you is Kiss Her Once for Me by Alison Cochran. So this is a festive rom-com about a woman who fakes an engagement to her landlord only to fall for his sister. So this one has some of my favorite tropes. It has a fake relationship, it has one bed, forced proximity, a little bit of a second chance. So highly recommend this one. My next recommendation is actually a series of novellas. Again, if you need a little help to get towards your Goodreads goal, I think these are perfect to help you get there because they're fun, they're such quick reads, and I really enjoyed them. And that is the Holiday Brothers series by Miss Stephanie Perry. So the first one is a nanny and single dad romance. The second one is Brother's Best Friend. And the third one is a surprise pregnancy. Not my favorite show, but honestly, I still really enjoyed them. And the one thing I enjoyed about this series, and one I think you should keep in mind, is that all 3 books are taking place at the same concurrent time. They're just told from the different POV of each couple in each book. I hope that makes sense. This was an enjoyable series that you can also find on KU, so definitely a good contender for that. Now, I do have 2 options off of my TBR that I could use for this prompt. The first one being Make the Season Bright by Ashley Herring Blake. I know this is a second chance romance. So this one is about 2 exes that find themselves stuck at the same house for Christmas. All the books that I've read from Ashley Herring Blake, I've given 5 stars. So this one is a very good contender for me. And another option that I have off my TBR is Holly by Adeline Grace. I've read and adored the entire Belladonna series, and this is just a novella following that series. So you do want to make sure you read the trilogy first. But this is one that I'm highly anticipating, so I might just have to pick it up. So the last prompt on the board is Joyful Sprints, and that is just to participate in anyone's reading sprints during this week. Like I've already said, we have 2 rounds of sprints during this week, but feel free to join anyone else's in the community. If you know anyone, or if you yourself are going to be hosting any sprints during this week, please let me know down below because I'd love to be there if I can. That is everything to do with Holidayathon. If you have any questions, please let me know down below in case I might have missed anything. But I'm very much looking forward to yet another December event, and I hope you'll be joining us. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me today. Let me know if you'll be joining us, or feel free to leave a snow or ice emoji in honor of one of the bingo board prompts. I hope you have a lovely day, afternoon, or night whenever you're watching, and I'll see you again soon in another video. Until next time.